Yo, my people. Hope you all have a blessed day and happy Friday to you guys. And again, guys, hope you all have an absolutely smashing weekend. Just some update to you in regards to Arsenal transfer preview for the match against Athletic Club tomorrow and everything else about Arsenal, guys. Of course, as I said before, we're playing against Athletic Club tomorrow, our final preseason game before the real season starts, guys. Okay, so to be honest with you, I hope it's a good game. I hope we win comfortably. I hope we actually see some exciting football. I predict we're going to win, of course. I actually predicted we're going to win against Villarreal because these are the teams that should just be taken away, whether we're playing well or we're not playing well. That's my opinion. Even though we might not like the style of football, or we don't feel there's a big connection with the team or anything like that in terms of style of play or tactical wise, I actually just genuinely feel with the players that we have on the pitch, we should be beating the likes of Villarreal, Athletic Club, regardless. That's but of course, we all know, we football fans know that doesn't work like that. So again, I hope we go out there to win tomorrow against Athletic Club, which is at home at the Emirates, and win comfortably with good football. Just give the fans that have come to watch the preseason game some excitement, some entertainment, some nice flair football. That's what I hope to see. Some news in relation to the squad. Of course, we have, I will say, everybody back, of course. I think Calafiori is still out injured, but it's good to see Gabriel is back, and I hope he does start tomorrow. I hope he starts, and Timber might come on because obviously he's only back, so I think he will come on. He's back as well, but he's only back. He's only played his first preseason game against Villarreal. I think, of course, Ben White will play at the right back. So I like to see our starting back four against Athletic. Just even, to be honest with you, 45 minutes for the likes of Saliba, Ben White, and Miles, and maybe let Gabriel play a little bit extra more. That's my opinion again for the game tomorrow, just to have him prepared, because I would like to see him start against Man United in the first game, because his energy, his passion, it's just, I feel like it vibed through everybody. So I hope he plays tomorrow against Athletic and he starts and he has a couple of more minutes rather than just 45 minutes. That's the back four. I think the defense is fine. Kiwior is still there. Of course, we're hearing words that he might be going. The club looking at him, this and that. So let's see what happens with that in terms of Kiwior. In midfield, I want to see Arteta start. I know it's just Athletic Club, so it's not a big game. I want to see him start the likes of Zubimendi and Declan Rice beside each other, and hopefully, because I can't remember Odegaard actually starting one game this season in the preseason. So let's see, because Waneri's been playing well and he's been absolutely smashing. I just know Arteta ain't gonna start him in the first game of the season. So let's hope the two defensive midfielder there, the 6 and the 8, which is Zubimendi and Declan Rice, starts tomorrow, and then Odegaard in front of them. And again, I hope up front Gyökeres start as well, because we like to see, I know Kai Havertz is a bit injured now, so he's definitely not going to be playing tomorrow, but Gyökeres to start. He got about 60 minutes last match there. Let's hope he can give him maybe 80 more, just to have him fresh, ready in the team against Man United. Again, we have to think about it, guys. Last game, they might play an indoor game midweek, maybe sometime next week, I think, indoor match, but that is irrelevant. We need to play this match thinking that will be our last preseason game before we face Man United, and I hope the boys goes out. So Zubimendi, Declan Rice, in front of them Odegaard, and up front Kai Havertz, hopefully no, Gyökeres start up front. On the right hand side, I think we all know that speaks for itself. Yes, will I like Max Darwin as last game of the preseason tour to get a game there, just to get him start the game and give him that, well done, kudos for all your performance that you've done in the preseason. Start a game. I would like to see that, but I don't think Arteta is going to do that. If I was a manager, I'd probably start Max Darwin, because of, again, like I said, Waneri started a lot of games. That's why I wanted Odegaard to start in that attacking role, to kind of see how we're going to play with Gyökeres up front. But on the right hand side, because we all know Saka is going to start, I'll probably just play Max Darwin, just to give him a last hurrah, let the fans show some appreciation to what he's done in terms of the preseason, and he's been absolutely fantastic. Probably our best player in the preseason tour, to be honest with you. And on the left hand side, and this is where the dilemma is, to be honest with you guys, I know for sure we probably will start with Martinelli on the left hand side, because again, Madueke hasn't really been playing and he's probably not much fully fitness yet, but he will come on. But we do, guys. That's the starting 11, if you ask me. That would be, just start with that. And I think, if you ask me as well, that probably will be the starting 11 against Man United, the first game of the season. I would hope so. And I want to see that starting 11 tomorrow against Athletic Club. But, guys, it's still not looking good. Let's just see that. Let's hope we get a good win. That's what I'm hoping for. That's the team, my team for tomorrow. All those guys I just mentioned are fit. Trossard is still out injured. Nelson, there's been talks about him going, so that's a different story. But those players I just mentioned will start tomorrow, and I hope that's the starting 11. Really hope so. In terms of transfer, we obviously have heard Elgone, first and foremost. Like I said a few minutes ago, Nelson, talk between Fulham and Arsenal. They want a loan deal, and then a loan deal with obligation to buy. Arsenal are looking to just permanent deal. Go get the cash in right now. I think that's a great idea from Arsenal. Just let him go. He's never, because obligation to buy can change sometimes, guys. Believe me. So let's just hope he can just go and we get a few quid in already with him, and let him just go find somewhere permanently where he can call a new home and really enjoy his football. And I reached out for Reiss Nelson in all goodwill, because I think he's a good young lad. He's always been professional. You never see him on social media acting he's all tough or he's all special. He's always been a good kid. I think he's a good football player as well, just not at Arsenal level. There's nothing wrong with him going to the likes of Fulham, West Ham, where he can actually, express himself. So I hope he does get a deal. 15 million maximum, I think we're going to get out of him. I do want to talk about this guy a lot, but I think we need to get rid of Zinchenko as well, because I would imagine him playing. I would prefer him in Moreno position, personally. That's my opinion. But Arteta plays him left back. He never really plays him in midfield. He plays him 1 or 2 games in the Champions League the last season. So that's another guy that I think we need to let go. I think he will go. One player I haven't mentioned at all, guys. Sambi Lokonga. I don't even know why this guy is still here. But he hasn't played 1 game in the preseason tour. He's training with the team. He's there as a squad player, but he's not really getting any looking. Why can't we just get rid of him? I know, of course, wages-wise, this is always the problem with Arsenal. Wages-wise, that's why we haven't seen him gone yet. So I hope he does get a deal as soon as possible and he can find a new club for himself. Sambi Lokonga, I wish him all the best. Obviously, I've mentioned as well, Kivior. I want him to get a club as well. I think a lot of Italian team are looking at him. A lot of good Italian team as well. Someone like AC Milan looking at you. Maybe they're not the same AC Milan as we all know growing up, but they are still looking at him. And why wouldn't? Why not? You're gonna go there, maybe play regularly. So I hope that deal gets done. These players, I want Arsenal to get these players so we can focus on the incoming. Good news. Apparently, there might be a loan for Rodrigo from Real Madrid. I'm not even going to talk too much about this because I don't believe in this. I don't think this is possible at all whatsoever. But if it is a loan with an obligation to buy, or even just a loan, I think if we can get a really, really proper left winger, honestly, guys, because the way I look at it is everything is we're still going to talk before the season starts. I'm going to do a video and give you my prediction of the season and what I think needs to happen. But right now, when I'm looking at it, it's not entertaining to watch Arsenal. I know people are saying it's preseason, calm down, but it's not really, because everything is still going to the right hand side. If we get a proper left winger, maybe, as everybody keeps saying, or they're doubling up on Saka, maybe with not a proper left winger, that will take that pressure off Saka, and they can double up on the left-hand side as well. So let's see what happens, but we do need a proper left winger. If Rodrigo comes in, happy days. The talks with Eze is still going. Obviously, Tottenham are still looking at him, but alternatively now, Arsenal are also looking at Lookman. I actually think Lookman is also a great buy if we can get Lookman in. Lookman, I don't think Rodrigo can happen, but Lookman is definitely a possibility to Arsenal. If you can get Lookman and if you can get Eze in, those 2 guys, Arsenal, and maybe get rid of Trossard or Martinelli, that would be amazing, guys. Lookman, I think it's a good buy if we can get him in. I don't think it's that expensive. So, guys, Watch out for tomorrow game. We'll talk about it afterwards, and hopefully Arsenal entertain us and win the game as well, guys. I'll see you tomorrow with some match analysis. Have a great day, guys. Enjoy your weekend.